everybody.
Fox, first time we've seen him not with the Red, looks like a full participant. I know he's not eligible until Wednesday, but it looks encouraging. I mean, where do you stand on how quickly you think he might be ready to play?
He's improving. You know, we don't have to make that decision today, and so he continues to get better. It's nice to have him out there and competing without any restrictions, and I thought he looked good.
So he's like, for, let's say if he practices tomorrow, he's a full go for that.
He was a full go today.
Yeah.
You've seen from Panarin this season, consistency within his game is there. Why do you think that is? And it's leading to obvious production as well. Good player, but like,
yeah, I think he's been that way since the start of the year. He was really good in training camp, playing really hard. I think he's, you know, bought into that. We're all trying to buy into that, competing every day and make it habits, and I think he's done a really good job. I think he's played really well. I think his line mates, whether it was Trocheck or Hedel, and Laf's been there pretty consistently. I think his line mates have played pretty well. It's formed a line to me that is always on the hunt and always dangerous offensively, and I think sometimes when you play that way and you get the chances and the results, it builds confidence too within the line, and you know, he looks like a confident player.
In the time you, previous to this stop here, when you coached against him, I mean, he's always been a playmaker, right? I mean, a guy who can pass, but is he looking to shoot more? Do you see him with an eye towards shooting?
I mean, I'd like everybody to have that mindset, you know, of bringing pucks to the net, but I do think, let me reword that. I would like to have us having a mindset of attacking the net and attacking downhill with the vision to make plays that need to be made. But he definitely seems like he's looking to put the puck in the net. I'm glad he is. I think his shot is one of the best with regard to placement. You know, when he shoots it, he knows exactly where it's going, and he's had so many goals this year where, you know, you could have just got it and whipped it at the net and hoped it, but he didn't. He has that delay to it and pause to see what's up and maybe where the goalie moves, and then shoots it where he's not. And I think he's got like a goal scorer's touch, and so I like the fact that he is shooting.
Has Phil continued to skate?
Yeah, Phil was out. Phil's been skating on a daily basis.
On Trouba.
Yeah.
What do you think he brings an extra element to the ice when it might be a little bit unpredictable about what he's going to do? Do you think that gives you an edge sometimes?
I think there's players that have to do a really good job in the league, to do a really good job of. You know, you always think of a good game with a goal and an assist, right? And, you know, you think that's the guy who gets the headlines, or that's the guy that gets a story written about him. But there's guys, and I think, that do so much of the, I don't want to say dirty work, but it's the harder work. It's the blocking shots. It's the physicality. It's sticking up for a teammate and fighting. And you know, like I said the other day, his leadership has been excellent. But what he brings to the table, and what I really like about it is he does it. On a consistent basis without there's not a lot of show to it. You know what I mean? It's just hard work. The things that he does are somewhat simple, but not everybody does them. But they're really hard and at times courageous. And you know, for me, in a loud way, he quietly goes about his business, and that's his game, his identity.
What did you think about the incident with Frederick when you saw him video?
I think he's in front of the net battling hard. You know, I don't know if there was intention there. It looked to me like they're probably going at each other. I mean, you're talking about another competitive guy. They're going at each other pretty hard, and you know, I like the fact that, to the point of the question, I like the fact that he's competing like crazy out there.
Since you made the Caco-Wheeler switch, do you feel like that top line has been progressing the way that you wanted to? And so?
I think that as of the last 4 or 5 games that they're maybe back to Dallas, they're trying to, it looks to me like they've got more speed, they've got more attack going at the net, they're generating more chances, they're producing more goals. So yeah, I think it's been longer than 4 or 5 games that they've been together. So, but in the last 4 or 5 games, I've noticed more of an offensive push from that group.
You mentioned the speed. It feels like Wheeler has been
Yeah.
ramping it up.
Yeah, he's working hard. I think he's getting comfortable with those players too, and maybe the line's developing a little bit of chemistry.
Tonight is your 20th game, I guess. I mean, so is this a benchmark for you? Are you one of those coaches that sets these benchmarks, 5-game, 10-game segments and stuff? And are you ahead of where you thought you'd be at 20 games, or are you where you thought you'd be at 20 games?
You know, we do some stuff in there with regard to segments, but if I'm being honest, we hadn't talked about that. We haven't marked it as a quarter pole milestone, and this is what we were hoping for. This is what we wanted. We're talking more just about the game and what we need to do to be successful. So, I guess not in the sense that you're asking, no.
But over the 20 games, how for you has it been to have 4 lines you can roll out now and have confidence in?
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, the consistency short of injury, the consistency that we've been able to put the lines out there, and to Molly's question, maybe it just takes a quick minute to develop that little bit of chemistry with the players that you're playing with. And so I think because of the way we played, I've liked a lot of things about the way we played. It's never perfect, but we've done some good things, and because of the record, because of the fact that I feel like things are moving in the right direction, it's allowed us to have that to be able to maintain the consistency that can maybe allow a line to really start to click and connect. And so I think that's been a positive.
Keandre was saying that he feels like you guys haven't even started playing your best hockey yet. Do you agree with that? And do you think you guys?
I think there's, to Key's point, I think there's always things that we can do better, and we talk about them on a daily basis, no matter what it is, whether we won or lost, or we're constantly looking to get better. That being said, I don't think that it's it's not by chance that your team is where they are, and so I think that we've done some good things. I think it's been a progression of learning and getting better, and trying to in certain areas get better at things that we need to get better at, or if we're doing things well, continue to try and improve on those things. And so I agree with Key that we're constantly trying to get better.
Okay.
Thank you guys. See you tonight.